What I think is a common misconception that children who are taught in the Charlotte Mason method, they just love working in school and they love doing all the things that mom is asking them to do. And I would say that's a fallacy. That's not exactly true. What happens is that mom is still the teacher. We still have to lead them to the things that are good, the things that are true and beautiful. They need instruction. They are not fully mature. So without our instruction, they are not going to even be able to pick out, oh, let me look at this caterpillar that's interesting and walking along. Now they may find it because their little eyes jump to those small things, but they might not ask more questions. And that's what the role of the teacher is pointing out some things that are beautiful, then asking questions to get them to think more deeply. My name is Joy, and today I just want to share a little bit about how we can kind of take off our utilitarian mindset and what it can look like when we really start to embrace wonder as we lead our children into all the various disciplines that we are incorporating into a Charlotte Mason homeschool. A system will give us a list of facts or a sequence to follow, and then if we don't follow that sequence in the exact way, then as the teacher and as the student, we feel as though we haven't done something correctly. And what a method does and what it allows us to have is it teaches us how to fish. It equips us with the understanding of a whole concept. So again, take nature study, for instance. If you understand the concepts for teaching nature study, if you understand how to ask questions well, and then also what to look for, then you don't have to rely on external curriculum to walk you through that. That's actually what the Nature Study Hacking series is designed to do. It's designed to give you a foundation, to give you the training wheels you need to understand what the options even are, what things even can you look for. Then from there, you'll know you have a foundational knowledge. You can start to go out and learn a little bit more deeply. So in my Teach Nature Study with Confidence workshop, we will be exploring trees, and we're going to be looking at all the different ways you can encounter a tree, what to look for. And the thing is about studying trees or anything in nature really is that each subject that we look at, we could actually study for the rest of our lives and never get to the end of them, because that is how big God is. That is how He has ordered the world. There's not enough time that we're given on earth to explore all that He's created. So with nature study, what we're wanting to do is give our children a sampling, at least whetting their appetite a little bit, so that they can start to discover more of the things that God has created. And this is especially important now that we have so many screens and we are learning in so many different ways. There's just so much information coming at us. And so it's our job as home educators to filter through all that noise and to tell our children, no, this is what is good, this is what is true, this is what is beautiful, this is what is worthy of praise. Let us think on these things so that they can start to have a repository in their minds of the good, the true, and the beautiful, that they will start to be focused on the right things. They will fixate on good things. If they have an obsessive tendency, then let's lead them to obsess over the things of God and not over the things of man, that they might grow in virtue. So when we're looking at systems, we're really looking at outcomes. We're looking at it really from a utilitarian perspective. And this is where the taskmaster comes in. This is why it's so easy to make a list and then have our children go through and check it all off. Now, I love lists. I make them all the time. But we don't want those lists and those systems to become our master, which will actually lead us to apathy. It will remove the relationship from it, and relationships are messy. I've talked about this before. And that's why, as we look to apply methods that we can grasp, that we can really understand in a holistic way, then we will be able to lead our children to just a joyful exploration. And will also, as we understand more deeply, we can make adjustments for each of our students. Then we are able to customize the education that we're giving to our children so that they can grow and flourish in the way that they're bent, in the way that God has made them. We don't want to stifle them because we are insecure and we are relying on a rigid system. We want to help them to become fully who God has made them to be. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the Teach Nature Study with Confidence course, I will have a link down below. Or if you'd like to look a little bit more deeply on how to get your kids off screens and start to cultivate habits in your home that will move them more outdoors, then you can check out my screen-free guide to the outdoor life of children, and that'll be in the description as well. Thanks so much, and here's to hoping your methods don't grow up to be systems. See you next time.